Hi, and welcome back to Chicago Car Club. My name is Mike. Today I'm going to be taking you around this 1954 Oldsmobile Series 88 two-door sedan. It is titled Hot Flashes. We bought this from a local customer here in Michigan. Long ownership history. She owned it roughly 50 years, 40 plus years as far as we understand. It's got a 324 rocket in it with an automatic transmission. It is an older restoration. We have a complete photo book of all the restoration process, which you'll see later on in the video. I believe based on the records we have, it was roughly around 1990 that this was restored. This is an original turquoise car over blue and a white roof. So it was painted back to its original colorway. This was a Lansing, Michigan production. And we're going to take you around, show you everything that we see on it, point out the good, the bad. It is pinstriped. This stuff could be removed. We decided to leave it. It's got some character. It's pretty cool, and pinstriping is harder and harder to come by. You can see it's got dual straight pipes on it. We do want to point out that, you can see here the chrome's really nice. We do have Now the car is set up for a flamethrower exhaust with spark plugs and igniters and stuff in the trunk. We haven't used it. We understand it was working just fine before they removed the spark plugs from it, but something cool to add to the story a little bit. Female owned. Our customer, again, had the car for 40 plus years. They took it to shows, drove it around, loved it, and obviously had the work done on it. But you can see in the photo album couple little spots there where you see some body filler, which correlate with the photo album of where there was some repair work when they were doing the paint and body. Tires, nice white walls on it, got good tread on them. They're a little bit older, but you know, we just want to point that out. Tires are always something we recommend replacing if you're going to have the car on the road a lot, just for safety reasons. Again, pinstriped here. This is a single stage body paint on the car. Shows really nice, has a deep shine. We simply polished it and cleaned it up. You could take it a step further with a buff job and probably get even more shine out of it, but honestly it looks really good. Little protrusion in the hood there. It looks like somebody might have closed the hood with the nut loose on the air cleaner at some point. Does have mirrors. The glass is all nice. The chrome, the trim, all the hardware, the bright work is super clean on this car, as you can see. They have some cool little purple lights inside on the dash, which operate on a switch that's mounted under the dash. And again, same thing, couple little spots, the usual suspects, but the paint is good. There's no real splitting or anything down in those. We just see where we can identify that there's some body filler behind the paint. The car's nice and straight and square. You'll see when we get underneath it too. It's nice and dry and solid. You see inside the door jamb here. Door cards are really nice. And you can see the condition the car was in before it was restored in the photo album that comes with it. Underside of the doors are nice and solid. The jambs are nice. The hinges are nice and straight. Doors close really nicely on it. Really a cool car, very well loved by the prior owner. She was very sad to let it go, but she's recently started spending more time down in Florida and not getting around as much in the car since the passing of her husband. Much of the same on the driver's side. As you can see, super clean all the way through. The interior is largely original. It was, I believe, recovered, which we can tell from the pictures, but it was recovered in what appears to be original style material, and it looks really, really nice. The headliner's in great shape. As you can see, the carpets are nice. All the hardware, window cranks, door handles, and all that. Got a suicide knob on it, as you can see. A little bit of arm strength to muscle these things around without power steering, but Again, automatic. I believe it shows somewhere in the wheelhouse of 90-some thousand miles, which I would believe to be original. We do have a bunch of service records on it from many years, again, of ownership. Again, it's got a 324 Rocket V8 with a single barrel carburetor on it. It sounds awesome. It sounds good. It has glass packs on it, so it sounds really cool when you rev it. Holds a nice idle. We do want to point out when we get under the hood, the choke has been removed from it, or at least the assembly for it, so the butterfly is just in the open position, so it takes a couple minutes to warm up when it's cold. Shifts really well, runs nice, doesn't smoke, we don't hear any excessive noise under the hood. They took very good care of it over the years. Very original under the hood. We always encourage you to reach out with any questions or comments. We can be found at 312-420-3696. Call or text. You can also find us online at chicagocarclub.com. We'll give you a little listen here to the exhaust. And then we'll get it for a ride. The lights work, wipers work, as you can see. Turn signal flashers light up. I believe the radio is in op. Dash pad's in nice condition. The steering wheel looks original and looks nice. And we'll get it on the road and take it for a little drive here. Gets up through the gears nicely. It sounds really cool ripping down the street. Makes very nice power for what these motors were. No smoke, no excessive engine noises, no suspension noises that we can hear, and it stops quite straight. It obviously a non-power brake car, so it takes quite a bit of foot if you're going fast to slow it down, but quite enjoyable on the road. And they did keep it as a driver, so this isn't a car that just sat in a museum or in a collection. This was a car that they always kept road ready if they wanted to go take it for a cruise, and they did a lot of that. On down the road here, and you'll see we overshot our turn slightly. We were going to turn back there, and so we'll stop and turn around and go back the other way. Really cool color on this car. Love the colorway. It really stands out. A lot of documentation here. Again, we've got this album full of stuff. We've got logbooks on mileage starting from the 90s, I believe, when they took possession of the car. And you can see here plenty of stuff to before and after photos of the interior, the exterior, and everything that was done on it. That'll all go with the car, along with a bunch of service records on work performed. Show you around the outside and underside of the car. I've got it up here on our 4-post lift. I think I need to start making these videos a little bit more interesting. They're pretty bland, but I will see what I can do to work on those moving forward. Down through the rockers here, everything's there. Again, we see these little blisters in there. Nothing really on the outside that's major of concern. It looks like just some body filler that's probably released a little bit. Some newer suspension components we see. The frame is nice and solid. We do note in the trunk area on the left side by the spare, we notice one tiny little, almost like a pinhole back there that we could see through, and doesn't look like anything of concern to us. And then there's one spot on the cross member here. I don't know if it got dented with a jack at some point and that affected it, and it has a little bit of rust on the edge, but that is a removable cross member that just holds the trans there. It looks totally structurally sound right now. So again, give us a call anytime, 312-420-3696. Thanks for watching.